We did not. We stayed open.
Okay. Good.
We stayed open. Luckily, I saw a lot of dry cleaners that were closing down, and like you said, other laundromats as well. I'm kind of one of those people that I see difficulty as opportunity. So business was down 30%, and I always wanted to get into the pickup and delivery aspect of the laundry. I saw that as being the future. And I felt like now is the perfect time to get into the pickup and delivery. People are afraid to leave their houses. So not that they're afraid, people are not leaving their houses, period. Now is a good time to go to them, pick up their laundry and deliver it. It's a great time to launch this part of the business. Let's do it. Mm-hmm. And that was the start. And it was a long road. It's still a long road. The pickup and deliveries is, I know you probably all have heard it, it's its own business. And the amount of hours and work I put into the deliveries is totally extra. So it's not for the owner that wants to be hands off. I would not recommend pickup and delivery for the owner that wants to be hands off. Personally, I don't know. Everybody has their own experience, but I'm much more hands on, and I have to have my hands much more on with the deliveries. Yeah. What else?
Well, hey, let me stop you. I'll interrupt you here because I think we just went over a lot of stuff. So I want to back us up here a second. Back to when you were teaching. Were you looking specifically for a laundromat to buy, or were you looking at businesses to buy, or one just kind of fell in your lap? You weren't even looking. What was that?
That's a good question. I was interested.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
I was interested in business. And I, like everybody else, was like, well, first of all, the business was for sale. So it did fall in my lap, but I loved the idea of a laundromat, and I loved the idea of it being passive, right? Because I said, okay, I can definitely.
That's a great idea.
And run this type of business. I'm familiar with restaurants, and I'm Greek diners and, stuff like that, but that's much more hands-on. So the laundromat seemed like a good idea, and I jumped into it knowing nothing about laundry.
Yeah, that's the best way to do it, man.
Yeah, that's the highly recommended. Just dive in.
That's what I'm talking about. Just dive in. And even at that time, there really wasn't a whole lot out there yet to learn. And there was some stuff out there to learn that business, but there wasn't a whole lot. So you were just kind of diving in anyway. So
correct. Now it's much easier. I mean, we live in the age of information. We have you. Thank you, Jordan, for all of the information. I wish I had you when I was starting. We were starting off, though. Yeah. You were starting. You've been a extreme help and guidance. Whenever I have questions, man, I'm definitely on the podcast, and I'm checking out all the greats before. Gotten a lot of information. And the CLA, of course. I learned a lot from the Clean Show. Mm-hmm. The Clean Show taught me how to package, fold and package a bag properly.